we are back with Brace Yourself. I'm your host, Roseanne Sorrentino. It is Saturday. I met with you last night. We talked about finally made it through the week. Thank goodness. It was a rough one, a long week. But here we are on Saturday, the weekend ahead of us, and we have some really great stuff coming up on the show. You see sitting here right next to me, we have Adam Snair, who we're going to talk to in a few minutes. I see people are joining us now, which is exciting. Kev Martin, Anthony Marinello, welcome. So happy that you could join us. Oh, hi, Jackie. Hi, Shelly. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So before we get going with Adam, because we have a lot of stuff to talk about, I met Adam. How did we meet?
I guess through
Facebook.
Through Facebook.
Through comedy. Comedy is how we met. So we're going to talk to Adam about comedy and all that great stuff. Just going to get some housekeeping out of the way. I'm going to be at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club tonight with my daughter, Bridget. The show is at 6 o'clock. It is sold out, so I'm sorry you missed that opportunity. But January 26th at the Brokerage, Sunday afternoon. I told you, it's only the Pro Bowl. Who cares? Come see some comedy. Come and laugh. You'll have a great time. And then there is the fundraiser for RCK Elementary School on February 13th at McGuire's in Bohemia. So tickets are on sale. You can log on to those websites. The Brokerage on the 26th and the McGuire's on February 13th. So I hope to see you there. And now to my first guest of the day. My only guest of the day, because I have to go to the city after this. No, there's no more guests after this. He's a guest for the first time is really what I meant to say. Please welcome the very funny Adam Snair. Hey, I'm the only one in the room, sorry. So welcome, how are you? Oh, and here's Lola.
Here's the dog.
Lola's biting the guest. That's always really a good thing to have because he clapped. So welcome, how are you?
I am good.
You're
doing
good?
Well. It's exciting to be here.
It's exciting to have
you
you here.
Do I look at the camera?
You can look wherever you want. We can look at each other. We can look at the camera. It's kind of hard. You know, I turn the head with the brace. So you should move over a little bit so you're in more there, see, because it's a small camera space. We want to make sure that we see the guests. So Lola is warming up. I had Adam get here about 11:30 just so that Lola could warm up to him. Otherwise, she can be
rambunctious.
Very rambunctious. So, Adam.
Yeah.
Tell me. Tell me about your day job. Tell me about the thing that puts the money in the pocket, pays the bills.
Well, I'm a graphic designer by trade. I actually work in the engineering department technically at a sign company. So I do technical drawings of how to build the signs, and then the guys in the shop build the signs based on those drawings. I know the programs, and that's why I'm there. Pays the bills, and I do like it. I do enjoy it. It's challenging, and
Okay, that's good.
It's different every day. So and it is related to the graphics stuff, which I also do on the side, the freelance stuff, Snair Graphics.
Yes.
Snair Graphics
on
Facebook.
And you have seen some examples of Snair Graphics because Adam did my logo. Brace Yourself logo. Wonderful, beautiful logo, which I absolutely love.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to have it on t-shirts and coffee mugs and magnets, and I'm going crazy. I'm going to go broke with Brace Yourself.
Dog leashes.
Dog leashes. There you go, right? Why not?
Why not?
Bracelets.
There we go.
What the heck?
The whole deal.
So, yeah, and you're very talented.
Thank you.
You have a really good eye for that stuff, and that's great. And these are the things.
It's a fun one to do.
That's nice. That's nice. And that's what we do to put the money in the pocket and dinner on the table, right? We have our day jobs.
Yeah.
Right. But what made you want to do comedy?
I've wanted to do comedy since, and it's a guess at the age, but I would say about 7 years old. It was Bill Cosby himself.
Controversial.
Well, now it
is.
Back then, it was the all-American dad, right?
Yeah,
but
times change.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's available on YouTube still. They haven't taken it off.
Yet.
but Bill Cosby himself, it was just what I loved about that and stand-up in general is it's just one person with a microphone.
Yes.
And there's no glitz, there's no glamour, there's no backup band, there's no light show. It's just one person and the microphone. And I always thought that was amazing. And it's powerful too, you know?
It's funny you say no glitz and no glamour because
some do.
Well, I think when you get to a certain level, there's glitz and glamour, but there is no glitz and glamour in stand-up comedy. How many hallways and kitchens have you been directed to where they say, this is the green room?
Right.
There's
a few.
And please don't block the way so the waitress can get through.
Right. If there is a green room.
If there is, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I haven't experienced a green room yet.
I experienced one when you do Governor's main room.
Oh, okay.
They do have a really nice room that you sit in.
I haven't done that yet.
And that's how you enter the stage. You enter, there's a door, and you enter from the green room. Very cool.
Okay.
I've only done that once, and
But that's the main room.
That's the main room. Yeah. So we have some, Chris Fifield said, love the logo for Brace Yourself. Well done, sir. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to see you later. Very exciting. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Mandy McFly right there. Mandy was in my comedy class.
Oh, hi, Mandy.
So she's the one that we've been doing some open mic nights with. We're getting Adam out to the open mic, the real open mic nights.
The real ones.
Right? And Jackie, hey, can I plug Corey? He'll be graduating this year in digital media, graphics, and animation. Absolutely, awesome. Jackie. Fantastic.
Very
well
impressive.
done, Corey. You know, let's get him a job then next. So, hi, Annie. Thank you. We're trying to be funny. We are. So Bill Cosby was your inspiration.
Well, hey. No, he was the first stand-up that I remember. As far as real comedy inspirations over the years, I'd have to say people like Martin Short, Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah.
You know, definitely growing up. And later, you know, definitely more recently, you know, past 10 years or so, where I really started wanting to get into stand-up. I'd say, you know, honestly, some of the talk show hosts really made me want to do it. Letterman and Conan in particular.
Oh,
I just love their style, love, you know, just, you know, their personalities and, you know, their monologues and whatnot. Really just, I connected with it.
Yeah, I always liked Letterman because I always felt like he did his monologue and he was a little edgy, but he never went like too far where he's going to alienate that one part of his audience. Right. He always had a great balance, and of course the top 10 is awesome. Yeah. You know, you love the top 10. So so that's awesome. So those are some really good inspirations. So tell me about the first time you went on stage and you did your comedy.
All right. So we took the different classes, but the same class.
We took the same class at different times.
With the same teacher.
John Truson. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
He's not watching.
It was, honestly, going up there for the first time was absolutely terrifying. It was one of the scariest things ever. I've jumped out of a plane.
You have?
Oh, yeah. And
that's ridiculous. They're a perfectly good plane. Why would you jump out of it?
No, it was a little rickety. They make you want to jump. No, but really, it's that kind of emotion and anxiety, and but also excitement. It's like everything built into one. And then the same thing. Somebody jumps out of a plane, and then they go, "Oh, you're next." And the same thing with comedy. Somebody goes up, and you're next. You're just sitting there, and it's heavy. And then when they say your name and you go up there, until you get the first joke out, and then it's the greatest feeling in the world.
Till you get the laugh, right?
Yep.
Now, you have to understand, the first shows that we did after the class were packed with family and friends, and all the other comedians, family and friends. So you're not even going into like a hostile audience where you have to worry that you're going to get booed off the stage.
Yeah. It's a bit deceiving.
But it's still... it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, because it's a question, would you rather fall on your face in front of strangers or your friends? And I'm still not sure what I would rather do.
Friends.
Yeah, I guess.
I think friends, because
Well,
some friends that
you got to see them again. I
You
don't have to
do
see
have-
strangers ever again.
well, but that's true.
You
but
like it, screw you.
But I think your friends will also be like, dude, that wasn't funny, and give you honest feedback. You know, strangers aren't going to give you feedback. They're just going to boo you right off the stage.
Yeah.
So have you, so after that first time, now you've done a few more shows.
It's gotten progressively easier. I still get nervous.
Mhm.
I think if there's ever a time where you don't get, now mind you, I don't know crap about this yet. I'm 6 shows in.
6 shows.
So I'm not here telling you what being a stand-up is like. I
No,
don't
but
really,
you're giving us the what it's like in the beginning.
Yes.
For starting out, because
Yeah,
you know, even
you gotta get somebody else for what it's like going forward. But we'll you know, it's
well, I don't think the big comedians really remember
no.
what it's like.
But there's some that we know who have been doing it for a few years as opposed to 2 months.
2 minutes.
But it's I still get very nervous, and I think there'll never be a day where I don't get nervous, because I mean, you're dead. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
if you don't get,
if you're
you have to
going
get
on
nervous.
stage in front of people and performing anything, you know, I have musician friends who have been doing it for years, and they still get nervous.
Oh yeah,
You know, because
it's scary. Every time I have to sing,
you never know.
I get a little nervous, which is good, because if I don't get nervous, then I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be any good. And if I croak it out, and then it's like, oh, that was horrible.
Right.
So the nerves really get the adrenaline going, get you excited, and really keep you going. So what was the best moment you ever had on stage of your 6 appearances? Which was your best moment? Hold on. Hey, T Brown, how are you, honey? I don't have my glass today because it's too early. I'm rocking a coffee mug, but Mandy, nerves mean you care. I always say, Mandy, I agree.
Absolutely,
I
Mandy.
agree. If you're not nervous, you don't care.
Yeah, and that will show in the performance, I think, too. If you're just rattling through it, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and you're not passionate about what you're saying, because I think the best comedians out there, they're speaking the truth,
I agree.
and they're not just doing some act that's not them. And if they are, I think you could see it.
So okay, so let's go to my next question. We'll come back to your best moment of your 6 shows. Let's go to the next question I have is your material. Like, where do you get it? Who's your inspiration? What
All right.
why do you think it's funny? And it is funny. I've seen his act. He's funny.
Thank you.
He's got some funny stuff.
Thank you.
So
And you too, likewise.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, my act comes from my life. My mom is a big part of my act.
Me too. Not his mom, my mom.
Right. And rightfully so. You know, she's seen me act on video. She lives in Pennsylvania. She hasn't seen it live yet.
Oh. Is she watching? Roberta, are you out there?
There she is.
Roberta, you're late.
On cue.
You are late, Roberta.
On cue.
We're talking about you just in time.
Yeah. So my mom, I love her dearly. But there's a lot of comedy there.
Well, sure.
And so it's between that, and it's between dating life and modern dating life with you know, these wacky apps.
Oh boy, yes.
You know? And
we're both in that. That's a nightmare.
And that's the majority of it, and also the connection of my mom being a bit neurotic and how that's rubbed off on me over the years.
Fantastic.
And, yeah, fantastic.
So, but what makes you think? Because this is stuff that we all talk about. We talk about like Stacey Leap, hi Roseanne. I sound just like Pepper from Annie. Thank you. I'm your favorite actress, Stacey. That's so sweet. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that.
You sound like Pepper.
I do sound like I was Pepper from Annie.
Oh.
That's why I sound like it.
Wow.
But no, but like all those things, our mothers. Everybody thinks their mother is hilarious. My mother is hilarious.
Right.
She's a huge fan favorite on Brace Yourself. Everybody thinks they have the funniest dating stories. What is it about this stuff that how do you bring the funny?
I That's a great question. It's a tough question.
I don't know if I can answer my own question.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm experienced enough to answer that. I will just say that I think everything can be funny. It's perspective. It's how you look at it. I think every single day you come across at least one thing, probably multiple things, that if you put a positive and you want to look at it instead of getting angry, and you know what, sometimes getting angry at it works also.
Oh, sure.
You know, there's a lot of anger in a lot of comedy, but but I think everything can be looked at as funny and as comedy, and I don't know how to answer that. I think different people think different ways and view things different ways, and brains work different. And
what have you learned from the comics that we both met? We met a lot of comics, new comics, experienced comics. And I think if you really watch them, and sometimes it's hard when you're in the green room to get out there and see them and hear them, because it's there's no place for you to stand. But what do you try to learn from these people?
Stage presence.
Good one. Good answer.
You need energy. I feel like it seems like there's a thing where acting aloof in this day and age is kind of the in thing, and acting and being it is kind of a cool thing. I personally, I love comedians who just come out there, and I'm working on that myself. I don't really have that. Is just coming out and energetic, and that includes physical movement and
yes,
just kind of stand there. Unless you're Stephen Wright and that's your act.
Yeah, and that's your act, then you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But no.
But it's energy. I learn something every time I go up there, and at every show. I am totally blown away. I did a show on New Year's Eve, and the headliner was Peaches Rodriguez.
Oh, Peaches! I know Peaches. I thought, where did I? Little Room. I did a show with Peaches.
She did close to an hour.
An hour.
And just killed it.
It's a lot of material.
Yeah, and there's a lot of comics out there who just Well,
she does a lot of crowd work.
She does a ton of crowd work,
and that's scary.
Yeah.
I don't do.
Well, you did a bit.
I did a little bit.
The video I saw, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's
sometimes you're forced into that.
Sometimes, but
right.
what I do is very controlled. Like I don't really. If I'm going to ask you something, I'm going to say, "How are you?" And I'm looking for, I'm all right. I had a crappy day, but
right.
I'm not ready to get in there and start.
Get the wrong answer.
Yeah, because I'll
right.
I don't want to be like deer in the headlights. What do I say? So, but she's funny.
Very funny, and I was just really blown away. I think they were expecting more comics to be there, so the guy who was running the show said, "Go up there and stretch and do it," and she did, and really just impressed with her. And there's a few. We don't want to sit here and name drop, but there's some that we know who are just
Mick Thomas.
Mick,
our favorites. We love Mick.
Blows me away every time I see him.
John Ziegler
is
very funny.
Good.
Tim Gage.
Hilarious.
Tim Gage, hilarious. Very funny. Very, very funny guys. Nice guys. Yeah.
Super nice. And that's the thing too, is meeting people with experience, and when they give you advice and encouragement, it means a lot. Because again, 6 shows in, but it's daunting, and it can be you get hopeful.
Yes.
And you get excited, but it's also easy to say, what's going on here and where is this going?
Yeah. Should I continue to do this? Now, we were talking before when you first got here with my daughter, Bridget, who's upstairs. I told her she had to be on my birthday show, which I'm going to talk about at the end. But we were talking about.
Yes, Mandy.
What?
She said we should all do some open mic night.
Absolutely.
That's the plan.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? That is the plan. So,
sorry.
And Mandy, we were just talking about bringers, which is what you do early in your comedy career. A bringer is a show, which is why we're always putting them all over Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, because you have to bring people to your show.
In order to get on stage.
In order to perform.
So you can get down there, and if you don't have people down there, you don't get on stage.
Or they cut your time.
Yeah, which hey, we get it. It's business. They're not selling out because Adam Snair is on the marquee yet.
Yet.
But it's, so it's tough on a Thursday or
a Thursday is tough.
Thursday or a Sunday afternoon, or all kinds of odd times where people are just busy. People are just busy and have different
lives.
Things to do, or don't feel like going and spending money or whatever. And it's difficult to get people out there and to get people to come and see you and buy drinks and whatnot. And so we do appreciate every time it happens.
I have to say, I am blessed with amazing friends who come to the shows, buy the tickets, buy the drinks. In some cases, take a train ride like today into Manhattan. But I do have to tell you, my best friend Beth, I think she's missed 3 of my shows in the last year.
That's awesome.
She is just my biggest fan, my cheerleader. She is always trying to recruit people to come and see the show. She'll be there tonight. She's going into the city.
That's awesome.
She's got her cousin and a friend who are coming. So I'm really, really lucky that I can get at least people to still come.
That's great.
And you have to, I only just started adding. I'm going to be doing this for a year in April.
Okay.
All right. So I took the class almost a year ago. I started the class almost a year ago. In April, when we did our show, April, May is a year.
A year.
And I just started adding in some new stuff now.
Oh, okay.
And by adding in, kind of taking what I originally had.
Would you say peppering in?
Peppering in.
See what I did there?
Well played.
See what I did?
Well played.
Comedian.
That was very, very good. Well played. So, yes, but that's what I've been doing.
I gotta say also, my brother has missed, I think, 2 shows, and one was New Year's, so I don't blame him.
All right.
But yeah, that's
Adam's brother.
That's my big cheerleader.
What's your brother's name?
Jason.
Jason.
So ridiculously supportive on this venture. He posts all my shows. He's really pushing for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
And a ton of others, but definitely a big shout out to him because we still do that shout out.
We shout out.
Yeah,
shout out.
That's
Yeah.
still a thing.
Yeah, this is going on YouTube. You'll be shouting out for years, hopefully.
No, I didn't know if we were still saying shout out.
Of course we shout out.
I thought that might have gone away with Arsenio.
No, that would be Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
No, we don't do that.
I was told by my children to never, ever do that again.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There are certain moves I make or certain things I'll do, and they just look at me and they go, never do that.
We're still doing the Macarena?
I don't Macarena. Not with the neck brace.
Who let the dogs out?
We don't. No. You're
really
aging yourself.
stuck
You're
in
really,
the
you're
90s, huh?
out. You're out of it. Now it's twerking.
Oh,
I don't twerk.
I know.
No twerking. This is a twerk-free zone. We don't twerk. What else? What are I don't know. The kids they do the Superman or whatever that is, where they jump to the
sled. I just wanted to name
and they dap, right?
I see.
Yeah.
I just wanted to name some random old shit.
I know, it's very good. Very good. So what do you think you're going to be doing, or what do you want to be doing 5 years from now?
If I had my
druthers,
is that the word?
That is the word.
I love that word.
Druthers,
Yeah.
Great word.
It is a good word.
It is.
I'd be doing this full time. I mean, that's the dream, right?
Yes.
And I'm not saying,
that is the dream.
Radio
though.
City. I'm not saying Maniscalco. I'm saying just enough to be doing to live.
That would be
just to replace the other gig.
Yeah.
Be able to live.
Well,
I'm doing this. I mean, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing, and I hope that for both of us.
I mean, if it blows up bigger, that's fine too.
Yeah, that's great too. I was going to say no to that. I'm kind of hoping. I'm thinking Ellen. is going to be retiring soon. And
There
I'm
you go.
kind of hoping, brace yourself, we could slide right in there. Maybe Ellen and I are retiring at the same time, so she could go and I could just kind of take over for
That
her.
would work.
Right?
That would work.
That would not be a terrible thing.
I can do that.
Oh, I could. I'd love to
You
talk.
could.
I'd
I
love
could.
to talk.
No, I get that,
That would,
but was she on 5 nights a week?
she's
Or
on every day.
5 days
4
a week?
o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, here's what we'll do. All right, we got to make a couple of agreements.
Okay.
Okay. So if I get a talk show,
Right.
you're going to be my guest.
Or your sidekick. I could be like your Andy Richter to go on it.
Yeah, that could work.
I
That
just
could work.
invited
You
myself.
could tell. That's all right. And the other thing is, when we get big,
Right.
we're not going to be jerks.
No.
I
Right.
have to relate a story. So I'm not going to name any names.
No, don't do that.
I would never do that. I'm not going to put anybody on blast, as the kids say. All right.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what they're saying now. But I did go to a New York City, very popular comedy club,
Mhm.
and actually saw a comedian that is somewhat known. And I was
Can
like,
we have the initials?
no.
You'll tell me off the air?
Yep.
Okay.
But I was very excited to see this comedian because I think that he's funny and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I had started this, and I went over to him while he was having his French fries, and I wanted to tell him how great I thought he was, and that I started doing comedy. And I know he doesn't care. I know that. He didn't have to act like he didn't care, because the bottom line is, we're on that stage.
Now you think he's a dick.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line.
that's the bottom line. And the bottom line is, no,
And
we're
you
on
used to
that.
like him.
We're on that stage because people come and see us.
Yes.
And if nobody's coming to see us,
No matter how big you are. You ain't
no matter
making
how
a
big,
dime.
you're not getting
Yep.
booked then. So when I'm famous, not if, when,
Mhm.
I will always take the time out
I
to
had
talk
a-
to the
I
fans.
had a similar experience too.
Did you?
Yeah. And it's disappointing because I get it, but I don't get it because, like you just said, first of all, you're in show business. It's show
Mhm.
business. No matter what level, it's show business. And people are paying their money. They're coming to see you. They come up afterwards and they say anything besides "you suck." If it's anything
Yeah.
positive, then there's no reason to be a jerk.
No.
Say thank you.
Put your French fry down. Say, hey, thanks.
Be a
That
little
means a lot to
gracious.
me. And I'll walk away.
Yeah, be a little gracious.
You
There's
know.
nothing wrong with that.
I had a parent once.
Mandy wants to know
Oh,
too.
all right, Mandy, I'll text you later. It's different, but it's the same almost, this little story I'm going to tell you. So
Shoot.
I had a parent come in, her child got in trouble, and nothing major, but, she had to come in, whatever. And you never know how that's going to go. Sometimes parents are angry, sometimes they're nice. So she comes in, we talk about the problem,
Mhm.
tell what happened, and she's getting ready to leave, and she says to me, she says, I'm a really big fan of yours. Can we take a selfie?
Oh,
And
that's
so
cool.
here I am at my job in my office taking a selfie with this parent. I thought it was like the coolest thing
That is
ever that happened because people still remember Pepper,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
All right. So listen, we've been on 26 minutes, so we got 4
Time
minutes
flies.
left. Time does fly when you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying out a new thing.
Oh, guinea pig.
He's the guinea pig.
Oh,
But
boy.
before we do that, we might run over a little,
Should-
a half hour, but that's
Should
okay.
twerk?
Before
Yeah.
I told you it's a twerk-free zone.
Okay.
Before we do that, I want to hear your dates, and I'm going to post them on my
Oh.
Facebook and my Instagram and my Twitter page as well. But what are your dates? You have a lot of shows coming up,
You know
Mr.
what?
Big Shot.
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Uh-huh.
In particular, one of my favorite comedy ones is the Pete and Sebastian Show. Sebastian Maniscalco and Pete Correale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're actually moving to iHeartRadio from Sirius Satellite.
Okay.
Everybody's interested.
All right.
But at the end of their show, they always plug.
Okay.
And it's great. And,
You have to
and
plug.
I mean, these guys are huge, big time comedians, especially Sebastian.
Yes.
Like I don't think Sebastian needs to plug anything anymore. People
Mm-hmm.
know him, and Pete too. But Sebastian's just that next level, So when people have asked me about my dates, like off air and stuff, and I'll tell them, "Oh, I'll be here on this day." I feel like I'm plugging on the radio.
You are
know?
plugging. You have to plug, or
Yes.
nobody's going to
I
come.
know it's just funny to hear it.
So where are you going to be?
Next Friday, I am at Fulton's Gate in Patchogue, 9:30 show.
Okay, that's local.
Next Saturday, I'm at Governor's Comedy Club, the Lil Room, LIL apostrophe room.
Yes.
In Levittown at 7:30.
Nice.
On January 23rd, which is the following Thursday, I'm at Binoco East, which is a new place in Farmingdale.
Okay.
At 8:30. And then Super Bowl Saturday, which is February 1st.
Yes.
I am at where you're going to be tonight. I'm at
Greenwich Village.
Greenwich Village
Great
Comedy Club.
Love it. Thank you, Evan Weiss.
Yes, thank you, Evan. At 5:30. And then I'm going to hit Governor's Little Room on February 13th at 8 o'clock. So
check this guy out with all his dates.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh,
That's
gotta get
pretty
up
good.
there, right?
You got to get out there.
You know, it feels weird that I did New Year's and I haven't done anything since.
Yeah.
I'm getting antsy because I'm afraid I'm going to forget everything.
No, you're not going to forget. All right.
But
so you ready?
I guess so.
All right. So
Do I
here
have
we
a
go.
choice?
You have no choice.
I have
Nope.
no choice.
All right. So name a superpower you would want and why.
Ooh, time travel. Is that a superpower?
Yeah.
Time travel, definitely.
Why?
Be awesome. I mean, not only to talk to my younger self, which would be huge, but I mean, think of it. Go in the future, go into like prehistoric times.
Oh.
You know.
My luck, I'd get eaten by a dinosaur and never come back.
Yeah, but you press the thing really quick.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Time travel. Well, what is your spirit animal?
Ooh, a golden retriever.
Loyal.
Yeah, I've always had them.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
Goldens.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Name one thing no one would know about you.
I can't tell you that, then people would know. I would ruin the whole day.
No, not one thing someone shouldn't know about you. Just one thing nobody would know about you.
Oh boy. I don't know. I really
Like-
don't.
I love devil dogs. I don't think many people know that about me.
Oh. I didn't like pickles until the past year, and now I love pickles.
Oh, see?
Isn't that
Okay.
weird?
Yeah.
Like, couldn't eat one.
First of all, how do you not like a pickle?
I don't know.
Aren't you Jewish?
I am.
How are you Jewish? That's like being Italian and not liking spaghetti.
Is it that though?
I think so. You go to the Jewish deli,
I would
you want a pickle,
maybe a brisket.
a brisket. Wow, that too.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like being Italian and
I
not.
don't know. They always didn't taste
But
good.
now you like
Now I
pickles.
love them.
Now you love them.
Love 'em.
Go figure.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what changed.
What is your one guilty pleasure?
Oh, I mean,
I like this game.
like food-wise?
Whatever.
Or just, ice cream.
Ice cream
Love
doesn't
ice
have to
cream.
be food wise.
And I grew up and I still watch a bit of professional wrestling, which is insane. But I've been watching it for like 40 years and I just can't stop now.
Again.
I can't stop. I still put it on. I
right.
still watch the crap.
That's okay. That's okay. All
No,
right.
it's not, clearly. But
Mandy, you hate pickles? Aw. All right. All right.
I get you, Mandy.
Last question. If your life were made into a movie, what would your theme song be?
Ooh, I thought you were going a different angle.
You thought I was going to ask you who would play you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What would your theme song be?
Huh. Like the theme to the movie?
Yeah, your theme song.
The White Stripes, We Are Gonna Be Friends. You know, that's
I don't know that one.
It's
I mean, I might know it if I heard it, but I don't know
Yeah.
type. My kids will tell you I'm the worst with
It
that.
was in Napoleon Dynamite.
Didn't see it.
Okay, it's a great. I'll play you after.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's a really chill, mellow song with a really cool message, and I think you'll dig it.
My one guilty pleasure is brace yourself. Chris, thank you. I love you for that. And I do care about your answers. Absolutely.
Good answer, Chris.
All right. So, Adam, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
This
for
was
taking
fun.
the time out on your Saturday, coming to see me,
Absolutely.
visit with me. And what did I say I was going to talk about later? I said before I left. Oh, my birthday show. But first, tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday night. Monday night, I'm going on location. I am going to the wine cellar of my next guest, Chris Grando, who is a businessman and president of our running club. And we are going, that is going to be a fun show. And I am going to get him to open up a really good bottle of wine. And so that is on Monday night at 7 o'clock. No wine on this show. It's a Saturday. I got to get into the city later. Whatever.
Take a train.
You had coffee.
I did have coffee.
So, and then on Wednesday
like an episode of Coffee Talk.
Is my birthday show.
Ooh.
I will not tell you how old I am because I don't want to keep getting older. You can guess, but if you're right, I'm probably.
You get throw coffee on me.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. If you say I'm older than what I'm going to be, then maybe I'll throw coffee on you. But if you go younger, I'll be fine. But so that's what's happening. So I love to, I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much. It's so great to see your names pop up, and I love your comments. And Mandy, thank you so much. I can't wait to do open mics. We will keep the dates coming. I'm going to post this on YouTube. Please check out my YouTube channel. If you've missed any episodes of Brace Yourself, they're all on there, especially the ones with Judy. Everybody loves the Judy episodes. And the
Adam one.
And now the Adam one is going to be, it's going to be up there. It definitely is.
I'm gonna like it like 700 times.
Good.
Just open up accounts and just like it.
Good. I love that. Do that. That's perfect.
The hell out of myself.
So that's it for today. Actually, I'm going to be doing one more thing. I'm going to plug. I'm doing a podcast tomorrow. I'm being interviewed by Greg Gilbert, who I did a podcast interview with him once before, and so he wants to interview me again. And I've done a podcast interview with Tommy Kovac. They can be found on Facebook as well. So thank you all. Kathy, thank you so much.
And,
thanks.
Adam Snair Comedy on Facebook and Instagram.
There it is. Perfect. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
That was fun.